Welcome, it's the Close the Deal Show. I'm your host, Terrence McCray. Every week we bring you business information, tips, and insights from entrepreneurs, business professionals, and inspired individuals from the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond. The Close the Deal Show also addresses and features public announcements, Entrepreneur Week, and best businesses in San Francisco. And if you're looking for strategies to help you in business, then you're in the right place. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about holiday announcements. Unfortunately, this is the last show of the year, but for the Close the Deal Show, it has been one remarkable year. Because of audio reasons, right now I would love to show you all the highlights of 2018. It has been tremendous in not only making the right connections, but it has been tremendous in meeting the right type of people, not only in San Francisco, not only in Los Angeles, but also just out and about, not only in right here locally, but overall throughout our country. You know, I've had the opportunity to meet so many tremendous people. But let's get right back down to local San Francisco announcements that's ongoing and occurring. Recently, United Players, a nonprofit organization that's been established for over 24 years by the executive director, Ruby Kopos, has done so much work in the community in helping the youth, preventing them from gang violence, preventing them from drug use, as well as preventing them from falling in the traps that a lot of young men have fell into that has led to their incarceration. And what this young man has done is decide to pay it forward and give back. But he's also doing something to prevent and allowing the city to be safe. For the third time in the last about almost a year and a half, Rudy Korpos has ongoingly, that I've been involved in, removed illegal guns off the streets with no questions asked, not asking for anyone to turn anyone in. So he's doing another gun buyback December 15th here on Howard Street at United Players. You can just come along with any particular weapon of rifle or handgun, and you will be given not a stipend, you'll be given cash money, $100 for a handgun and $200 for a rifle. We want to prevent these guns from being on the streets because we don't want to bring in 2019 mourning the death of someone we love, because we know guns are made for hurting someone. And this year, and the beginning of the new year, we don't want to see on the news, and we don't want to hear about anyone that we may know of dying behind gun violence. So once again, we want to acknowledge and thank the community, Rudy Kopos and United Players and staff for doing a tremendous work, not only in helping the city, but in preventing violence in the city. I also want to make an acknowledgement out to All of Us or None. They're based in Oakland, the Freedom Movement, which is all over the country. All of Us or None has just done last Saturday, a community give back, where they put so many smiles on so many kids' face this year, as well as a lot of parents who may not have been fortunate enough to be able to provide something for their child for these holiday seasons. So they passed out not only toys, not only bikes, but they passed out love. You know, something that's more valuable than something material-wise. And these are the type of things that when you do get involved in certain nonprofit organizations, these are the business strategies in which you, as a business owner or a corporate sponsor, can make major contributions to in helping changing individuals' lives, not just through material stuff, but through education as well. But All of Us and None, you know, has done something where they make sure they stay in the community and find out what's going on in the community, but they also do what they're all have been involved in, and that is providing legal service for prisoners as well. So we want to make sure and acknowledge that these organizations are recognized, because there are plenty others like We Lead Ours, The executive director, Dwayne Akins, doing a tremendous job with their little football lead over there. We see you on Instagram, we see you on Facebook, but most importantly, we see you actively in the community, as well as his staff doing a tremendous amount of work. So we want to make acknowledgement to that. But recently I had the opportunity to meet someone through another mutual good friend of mine. And this gentleman has not only told a story, but he has shared a story that has transformed all over the world with 16 million downloads. I'm talking about a podcast. If you haven't heard it, you better go check it out. You better subscribe and tune in. We're talking about Ear Hustle. Mr. Earlonne Wood, this man, along with his co-founder, okay, have made an impact in people getting getting people to understand the traumatic conditions one goes through living in prison. And you can get an earful by listening to Ear Hustle. So please check in the Ear Hustle. It is a wonderful, wonderful podcast to pay very close attention to, as well as Working Sunday. Don't forget Ruben Lai. He shares a lot of insight with sharing a lot of stories of not struggling, but up-and-coming business owners and entrepreneurs, the basic challenges and vicissitudes of starting a business. Okay, I also would like to acknowledge one specific person who has made an impact as well in social impact. And I mean reentry. Shelley Winter is a motivational speaker, the first, okay, employee on record to be hired with a criminal background by Microsoft. So I want to definitely give it up for Shelley Winter, because this year she has traveled all over the world recruiting corporate companies to tap into that pool of individuals with criminal background but have the same skills just as you who may be watching this show. Because a lot of people don't believe in second chances, and no one can fault them for what their beliefs are. But if they can do the job just as better as the person that you hired who's lacking in their position as far as being productive, then you should give them an opportunity. I don't mean just in the labor force, I mean in the corporate force as well. And Shelley is going around the world, okay? Whether it's Germany or whether it's LA, she's traveling around the country, not only sharing her story, but explaining to people the importance of why you should believe in a second chance when people are re-entering in society and are capable of doing the same tasks you are doing in the workforce as well. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I acknowledge Shelley on that point, because she's a good friend, but she also is someone that has also made a difference of her own situation. So we also want to be reminded that if you have a criminal background, okay, unfortunately, for those who may or may not, and it's hard for you to find work, there's a company called 70 Million Jobs, www.70millionjobs.com. If you're looking for work, these people can not only help you, but they can register you on their database to find you a job in any city. I'm talking about any city. So if you in Kansas City, if you in Florida, okay, if you happen to be in Texas, but if you happen to be right here locally and you're looking for work and you haven't found none, go to www.70millionjobs.com, and I guarantee you, they'll find you something, okay? Based on your skills, you should be working by the first of the year. Okay, but now we want to get into and we want to touch on safety preventions before I don't forget. I almost forgot too. I can't leave and not make a holiday announcement without forgetting Mayor London Breed. We truly, as citizens of San Francisco, we definitely want to acknowledge and appreciate the tremendous amount of work since you've been in office you have done in cleaning up this city. I firsthand have seen down in the Civic Center, down by City Hall, how the homeless have depleted, how the streets are staying clean. You are continuously doing what you said that you were going to do, making a difference and helping clean up this city. You not only recognize what needs to be done, but you're a native and you have shown that you are qualified for this position. So in 2019, please continue to keep London breathing in his office because she has a plan. And the plan that she plans to execute, she's already shown it can work. But we must work together as a community, as a city, and as a family. We need to work together. Thank you, London Breed, for your tremendous work in 2018. I look forward to seeing more tremendous work you're doing in 2019 and impacting the city not only in a positive way, but also in an economic way. Continue the great work. So let's get down to safety prevention because this is the holiday season, everyone. And in the holiday season, whether you know this or not, if you decide not to want to go out, then there's an opportunity for you to order whatever it is you want because with today's technology, a lot of times people don't like going to the mall. Then be mindful, if you order a package, there's a lot of people driving in their cars and walking down neighborhoods, not just in rough neighborhoods, but nice neighborhoods, looking to take what you bought and what you own. So to prevent that, let me give you some ideas. Don't order a package if you're not going to be home within 48 hours because from the time you order it, expect it to be delivered. So don't pre-plan something else when you didn't already sat down at home and ordered something, but don't expect to be there. Now, if you just so happen to know that you could provide a security code and you're in a house, that may be different. But if you're living in an apartment and there's other residents and 9 times out of 10 other people are ordering off Amazon, then be mindful to be at home. Why? Because if you want to make sure your package arrives, then be there so you can receive it, whether it's FedEx or UPS. Because ideally, people think there must be a lot of stress coming upon someone who works for these delivery companies and they have to deliver all these packages. Surely it is. They would like to get home to their family, I'm quite sure, at a reasonable time. So just be mindful. Everyone may not be thinking like you, but you always want to plan ahead so you don't have to be a victim. So we want to be able to be aware and travel out during these holiday seasons, whether we're going to the movies, whether we're going out to dinner. Don't be too flashy. I know you want to look nice. I know you want to be, to your liking, presentable. But don't have your jewelry on display because I don't want to hear or see someone getting robbed for something material, period, regardless of the fact that you own it, you deserve it. We're talking about just being a little mindful of there are going to be thieves out there, and just because you worked hard for it and they don't want to work, they will take it from you. So be very mindful of that. And don't, when you go to the mall, don't shop at one store and go in the car and put your stuff in the car and then go to another store and have several bags. Because when you come back, it's not liable to be there. These are not the type of business strategies you want to make, okay? These are the type of things that can cause you more money, more problems, more stress. So during the holiday season, a lot of business owners is going to offer you a lot of deals. So you want to be mindful of making the right connection and buying from the right store because there's a lot of sales going on, okay? So don't be so quick to jump to go to the store. Wait till the price decrease. Just because it's on sale for 60%, it can go down a little bit more further if you wait a couple more days later. Because at the end of the day, if you're an adult, you know, we don't get too many gifts. They're for the kids. But for the adults, be mindful. Get that sale. And when I mean by get that sale, I mean get it when it's within your budget. So don't overdo it, you know, because you don't want to start off the new year starting all over again and you didn't spend all your savings. Because during the 2019, we don't know. With Trump in office, we don't know how the economy may go. Because around the world, there's a lot of fuss of what he's doing. And he's unpredictable. Not just on tweeting, but just in business. And he's not making the right connections and doing the right type of business. So we always want to have a safety net and a safety egg. So be mindful on how much you spend during this holiday season, because at the end of the day, we want to be able to know that we have something put away, because any type of situation can occur. You could be a small business owner and you need to be able to know you have something put away. Okay, you may be an entrepreneur and you need to know you have some money put away to market your product. So we want to be very clear during these holiday seasons, not only how we spend our money, not only how we shop, and not only how we protect ourselves, but also how we do business. So if you're a business owner and you're offering sales and it just so happened to be produce, please make sure you have us fresh products when we buy from you, because you don't want to be a mom and pop store or a local deli or a coffee shop and you're not providing that service. Because in today's technology, yep, can ruin your career. Yep, can ruin your business. And definitely, we want to put the right type of information and make the right type of comments in regards to where we're getting our service at. So make sure you provide the best type of service during the holidays, because you never know who might stop in and you never know who you might be serving. So make sure during these holiday seasons you have more than just the holiday spirit. You have the tenacity to sell your product, but most importantly, to show that type of hospitality to keep coming back. Because I want to be able to have some nice, good coffee. I want to be able to have a nice, good Danish. And I want to be able to have the best type of customer service one can buy. And I don't mean any old type of customer service. I mean respectful type customer service. And it doesn't matter where I'm at. So during these holiday seasons, we want to be clear about, again, where we're doing business. So I want to also acknowledge all the people during this 2018 year who have not only got involved with the Close the Deal show, but has created a major impact in my life. Wow. I plan, and I mean I plan to bring you better and more informative topics, digital content, exclusive stories, and as well as the kind of message you can learn and resources and connections that you can make from doing this show. As Zena Contreras, a life coach, but now a radio host with Good News Radio. Yes, through the Close the Deal show, she not only made the right connection, she closed the deal. Ask her. You can look her up at www.zenacontreras.com. She is now hosting a show. Also would like to reach out to O'Alley. She has a podcast, excuse the French, it's called Fuck 'em Girl. PHUCK apostrophe EM Girl. Check it out on YouTube. This young comic is up and coming, but she is making an impact, not only in making people laugh, but in the content in which she's talking about. So check her out, because she's closing the right deals. Many people, as well as AKA the Build Wealth Movement, Jasper Smith, he has provided enough financial information for you all to tune in next year, because not only is she doing more boot camps right here in the Bay Area, but he's going to boot camp you into getting your finances right in 2019. So don't sit around and wait and whether or not you need to budget. You know what you need to do, and he's going to show you how to. So these are the people, as well as I have to truly acknowledge Catherine Hope, the woman who actually gave me the opportunity to be sitting here. So go look at her book, Second Chance, Catherine Hope, former executive director of Defy Ventures at Amazon.com. Check out her book. She will impact you in a way that you would never in your life had imagined by reading her book. She's done a tremendous job not only creating nonprofits, but she has done a tremendous job in putting men like myself and women like so many others in a position to succeed. And Shelley Winter is one of them. So on the Close the Deal show, we always acknowledge, before we close this deal, we would love to hear from you. If you have suggestions or questions or even want to be a guest, you can go to www.theclosethedealshow.com. San Francisco Bay Area viewers, find us every Monday night at 8:30. Cable Comcast on Channel 29. Worldwide, find us on the YouTube channel. Just say my name, Terrence McCray. Please subscribe and comment on your favorite episode. I have over 45. Look at Mark Senator Leno. Take good care, everyone. Don't forget, find the right connections and make sure you close the right deal. So I'm going to close you out with an artist who done the show, Jack Fox. Listen to his good jazz.